Hadn't always been the biggest Tua fan, right? But what did you think of his Week 1 performance?
Fine. It's fine.
I can't stand you, man.
It's fine. Like, we're getting ready to all of a sudden act like he had a Patrick Mahomes moment.
No.
No one said that.
Okay.
But he does this week, and then the weeks following that.
One game, man.
We'll keep asking you.
Y'all want me to jump on the table? Okay. Yay!
get up
It was
here.
great.
Actually,
he went to the SEC's Alabama. Yay!
You already
get on this
ripped your
table.
jacket.
I think at some point we'll see Tua in Miami. I think at some point, and they played well yesterday with Tua, but Teddy Bridgewater, I've had before. He's an outstanding player, and I think that's one of the unique things this year. I counted 8 teams where I believe we're going to see multiple quarterbacks play, not relative to injury, but just a controversy, if you will.
Hey, Tua haters, I've got a question for you. With all sincerity, what will it take for you to believe in Tua Tagovailoa? I see so many people on TV, the sports journos, all dissing Tua. It's pretty much been incessant. And God knows I get a ton of comments on my videos where people are coming in and bashing Tua. Many of the comments say that we're Tuanon and we're delusional. I see that all the time. So to all of you Tua haters out there, I'm reaching out to you, man to man, man to woman, and see if we can have an actual discussion about Tua Tagovailoa. With this video, you are now given an open invitation to tell us all what it will take for you to finally believe in Tua Tagovailoa. For months, we've endured your complaining and bitching and whining. So now it's your chance to tell us what it's going to take for you to come on over to the other side. Or are you hopeless? Do you feel that there's no reason we should even be talking about Tua? In any event, this is your time to talk. Think of it as a Tua intervention. Obviously, you already know how I feel. From what I've seen, I think his development is on point. I think Mike McDaniel has him right where he wants him. I think the offensive scheme is perfect for Tua. But I could be wrong. I'm ready to hear what you have to say. What do you want to see into his progression? I feel that showing Brian Flores the door has been an act of freedom for Tua. I know, some of you don't like the way that Brian Flores was treated, but I, for one, am glad he was shown the door. But that doesn't mean anything right now. Right now, we're talking about Tua and what you think Tua has to do to prove to you that he's worthy of being QB1 with the Miami Dolphins. So my only question is to you Tua haters, what do you need to see? You're always so vocal in the comments. I don't think anyone has devoted an entire video just to elicit your comments. There's no strings attached here. There's no trick. I mean, you guys are always so vocal denigrating Tua. Now tell us why. What do you want to see? But it makes me wonder, are you truly a Miami Dolphins fan? Or are you just trolling for likes and comments? Because if you're truly a Fins fan, you should be able to tell us all what it is you need to see in Tua Tagovailoa so you can become part of the Tua crowd. So here's your chance. Tell us all what you need to see to understand that Tua Tagovailoa is that dude. I'm reaching out to you. I don't think any other person who has a YouTube channel that's dedicated to the Miami Dolphins would reach out to you and encourage you to tell me what makes Tua the bane of your existence. In addition to thinking that Tua is that dude, all of us are Miami Dolphins fans. You know, just like you. You really want to see the Miami Dolphins win, don't you? Don't you? Let us all know what you need to see and what will prove to you that Tua is that dude. Or shut the f up. The floor is yours. Don't be shy at all. And absent getting nasty with another person in the comments, I won't delete anything. Surely, since you really dislike Tua Tagovailoa, it shouldn't be hard for you to say what would turn it around. Show us all that you're not just a troll and that you have a modicum of experience and knowledge about football. So here we go. The floor is yours. Tell us all how we're misguided and how your standards and how you're going to set the bar for what Tua needs to prove to you that he is that dude. Come on, let's do it. But I also want you to come back when he does reach that standard that you're looking for so you can be a stand-up man or woman and say, hey, I was wrong. Let's do this. I'm sure all of us who are Tua fans would love to engage with you and find out what Tua needs to do to take you to the other side. Bring it. Come on, bring it. And if you like any of my other videos on the Miami Dolphins, go ahead and click one of these here. I'd love to hear what you have to say, unless, of course, you're just one of those types of people who puts their tail between their legs, hides behind a keyboard, and hurls insults. But if you really are a Miami Dolphins fan, I'd love to know what Tua has to do to prove his value as QB1 to you. Bring it.